So today I decided I'll let you know what is new in 2.3. Now do bear in mind this is the PTU build, so the live build may change or vary in certain areas. But it should generally be the same thing that we have on the PTU that you'll get when it goes live. Now obviously the Starfarer is hangar ready, the K2Al is flight ready. I will not talk about that because I have videos to them already. Please click on the screen now depending on which video you want to watch. But the other updates include the new component class, which is the power plant. Now, we have coolers, and now they have given us two power plants. We have the Aegis Regulus and the Reese Overdrive. These can be fitted into pretty much all single-seater fighter ships, plus the Super Hornet and Gladiator. I don't think it works with the Freelancer or the Constellations, but I haven't tried yet. It just doesn't mention this. The first-person shooter aspect has had some changes as well. As you know, we have two new weapons, the Devastator shotgun and the Arrowhead sniper rifle, which can be found in yellow. Very difficult to get hold of, but if you watch Board Gamer's video on how to find it, it'll really help you get there quicker. Now, the animations are always ongoing and being updated. They have been working on them for so long now because of the motion capture shoot that they did in Imaginarium. They're just implementing as much as they can in when they can. There has been improvements to the stop, start and transition steps when it comes to your character. As you can see, he puts his foot a little bit forward just to sort of counterbalance his movements. Now this is again first iteration, so bear in mind they will be updated a bit more smoothly and they should look a bit more realistic later on. Cover animation for high right blind fire and updated high right peek from cover and high right step out animation as well. Only the odd animation here and there, but again, they will be putting more of these in as time goes on. They have adjusted sprinting with stocked weapon, as well as leaning out from cover animation. Now, the sprinting is still looking a bit dodgy. It seems a bit sped up, in my personal opinion, but you can see the direction they're going. It looks more fluid to what it used to be. Sprint animation for both unarmed and carrying pistol has been adjusted. They have added a lean in and out of cover for blind fire animation. Adjusted aim down sights animations for EVA to make it a bit more of a normal speed. It was a bit too slow before. And also, if you press cap locks while moving with a weapon, you will lower or raise your weapon as well. And it looks very smooth, a bit more realistic than just having it constantly pointing forwards. Now, EVA has had some little updates as well. They've fixed some issues when transitioning from gravity to 0G. Also fixed the EVA entering into ships after clicking the use function. But I have still found some problems with this. It doesn't always work. Hopefully they'll get hold of them all soon. Also, they say they've fixed some issues with desync after EVAing. Again, there's still some glitches and problems here and there, but they're getting through them. Now, practically every ship in Crusader has had tweaks and updates. Many of them are texture fixes, others are animations, and a lot of them are audio fixes, plus loads of more sort of semi-insignificant fixes that are obviously necessary, but nothing to really scream about. The biggest change and the nicest change for me, I must say, is the UI or the HUD, you know, the MFD screens that we see in our ships. Now, some of them have had their HUDs added, whereas others have just had them updated to make them more readable and easier to understand. Currently, the newly updated MFDs include the Hornet and the Gladiator, I believe. The updated HUD with the sort of more modern HUD is the Sabre. The Freelancer, which is my particular favourite, that looks very, very nice, and I'm looking forward to showing that off in a separate video. And the Vanguard. Now, the ships with no changes to their HUDs are the 300, which obviously still needs to be implemented properly. The Merlin, which has a pretty decent HUD to start with. And the Aurora, which I think is because it's the basic ship, it just has the basic HUD. Now, it looks like they're sticking to the same format for the Sabre and the Vanguard, with them being the same manufacturers, but the Freelancer does look particularly nice. I will do an updated HUD or MFD video. I have done one in the past when they first brought them online, so I'll recover that again once it goes live, just to make sure that what they have in is going to stay in. But other than that, something small like they've put security around Port Olisar. If you're an outlaw, you'll now be hunted. But that's about it for this patch. Now, the patch notes are huge because they are so many little fixes. But again, they're nothing too outrageous other than fixes to the ships and to animations and so forth. Artcore Crusader, the Hangar, the Million Mile High Club has all had fixes. Little things, but obviously necessary. Do tell me your thoughts. What is your favourite thing about 2.3? Obviously, leaving out Starfarer and K2Al, because I think they will rank at the top for pretty much everyone. But thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I shall see you next time.